Now I am not the same, not ever since the day that I got saved. And the cross is.
I remember when I was in high school, I was dating an older guy. And of course, like many of us have done, I knew I wasn't the only one that has done it. And I was dating an older guy, way older than me. And I remember my family finding out about our relationship. And I remember getting in trouble for being in that relationship with the older guy. And the thing that I would say, I wasn't even upset about getting in trouble for it. I was more so upset about the fact that everyone was making it seem like such a big deal that me and him was together and how it would look and everything. But where it started to get to me was when he was still allowed to come to the house. Even after they made us, in the relationship. He was still allowed to come to the home to visit. But then it was told to me that when he comes, I'm not allowed to come out while he's there. I have to wait until he leaves. That's where it got really hard for me because I'm like, I'm in a place where I'm comfortable, where I'm supposed to be, free at in this space. But now that space can't even be a comfortable space for me when this guy comes over because of whatever reason that, he was still allowed to come, but I had to, suffer different consequences or I had to change what I did, as if like, oh, this is an adult, you're a child. So, like he's still ranked over me or something like that. I don't know how to explain it, but you still had that authority to be able to come in my space, which is my home at the time. You still had that authority to be able to come and be around in this space where I still was comfortable. Me and him didn't have any bad blood or anything like that, but for me, I felt like that was very low, and that put me in a low place because it automatically showed me, how it was for me. It showed me the thought pattern of, how I felt people felt about me at the time. And for me, I couldn't, for the life of me figure out, like, I was really upset. Like, why is this man allowed to, still come to the house? And I have to stay in the room until he leaves. When this is the place where I sleep, I lay my head, and he's just a visitor. It made me feel some type of way. It made me feel invalid, like I was the only one that did something wrong. But I'm telling this because as parents, we do a lot of blame for the kids as if us as kids, like we know better. And sometimes we do know better, but it does not help when you side with one person. And for me, it just made me feel like everybody was pointing the fingers at me as if I had somehow seduced this man to want to be with me. And it's crazy. So I say just be careful because you never know who's eyeing your child, in this instant. And yeah, we may not see it at the time or whatever. Now that I'm an adult, I understand now. But as parents, we need to make sure that we're not placing all the blame on the child, especially when there is an actual young child and an adult. Because when I was in high school, that's what was popping. You weren't popping if you weren't dating the older guy, But now as an adult, I see how that is definitely not cute or, you know, not something that should be done. But I just tell you, you know, if you have a child that's dealing with an older man, don't put all the blame on that child, because that older man had to seek after your child. So I just wanted to share that, just to be able to help someone, you know. And for anybody dating an older man and you're young, it ain't all up to what it's, you know, cracked up to be. I found myself more hurt than anything dealing with that. So I just encourage parents to don't place all the blame on the child. It was the adult's fault as well. Majority of the fault. But that's all I had today. I just wanted to come on here and share a little something that was, you know, couldn't shake. You know, I felt like I had to put it out, so I put it out. Here you go. Have a great day. God bless.